What's up guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I have brought you guys yet another vehicle to do a review on. So today we have a Mini Minor. So this is a car which has been popular through many generations. So talking about the Mini, this actually was manufactured in 1959. So it has got many rally racing awards and many more like that. So yeah, let's start the review and see what she has in store for us. Alright, so now we have moved on to the front end of the Mini. So talking about this car is personally one of my favorites till this day. So this car is over 50 years old, but still to this day, through the 50 years, this car has had its classic mark till today. So my favorite in this car is the front end appearance. So we got the front seal beam lights which give the classic look to this car, and the nickel bump as well. So talking about the indicators, we got the indicators with an orange cover on it. So this also kind of looks like the one we get in the Defender. So that also gives a very nice look to this car. And this car is actually a 1969 Mini, but Minis actually were manufactured from 1959. So till after it was manufactured, it has been through many companies such as BMC, British Leyland, and finally BMW bought it. So even though it had been passed on through all of these companies, the Mini look remains still the same. There were a few modifications which were added on, but till this day in this model they kept the same look. So that's something nice, and I personally like this look. Let's move on. Alright, so now we have moved on to the interior of the Mini. So first of all, I must talk about the spacious in this. So since this has transverse engine layout, there is quite a lot of legroom and headroom. So me being quite tall, it's pretty comfortable for me. So that's one thing, because many people, since it's a Mini Minor, they think there is not much of space to travel, but since I'm quite tall, I feel like it's okay. So it's going on long distances, it might be a bit of a hassle, but throughout the city running and stuff like that, it would be a very economical car as well. So talking about this Mini, it's fitted with an automatic transmission. So it's a 4-speed automatic transmission, and this was fitted aftermarket, but this car originally came as a manual. And talking about the interior of this, we can see it has got AC, but since this was a 1969 model, it didn't come with AC originally, but there was an original AC system fitted aftermarket by the owner, so you can see that as well. And talking about the meter board, we have got the speedometer, fuel, heat, and the RPM as well. So these all work in this car. And another thing I want to show you all about this door is usually in Japanese vehicles we open our winder clockwise, but in this we should close it anti-clockwise and open it clockwise. So that's a different thing we can see in the Mini. And also, just like the European, we get the signals and the wipers on the two different sides compared with a Japanese vehicle. So to get into the back seat of the Mini, we should pull this lever over here. So as you can see, we pull it, and then the sleeve lifts up, and then you get inside. Alright, so now we have moved on to the rear of the Mini. So I won't lie, for a tall person like me, it's not the best leg room, but it's quite an okay headroom. So it's almost touching my hair. So to go on long distances, I don't recommend it really well, but on city running it should be great. So talking about the seats in the Mini, it is got leather seats which were done by the owner. And on the corners we got two storage compartments on both sides, and rear cut glass so we can have a good view. So there is not much I can talk about the rear on the Mini. Another thing is that we have JBL speakers in the back, so if you are going somewhere you can listen to some music and go. Now we have moved on to the rear of the Mini. So first of all I must say, just like in the front, even in the back we got a very cute look, as many people say. So lens wise, both sides we got the color lenses, but you also can upgrade it with the clear lens as well. And just like in the front we have the rear nickel bumper and a nice classic number plate as well, which gives the classic vibe to the car. So yeah, let's open the trunk and see what's inside. So to open the trunk we should get the lever down like this and then it opens up. So we got the fuel tank, the spare wheel and the battery inside, so we don't have a lot of storage in the rear because of these three. And another thing is that the manufacturers haven't considered is the safety in this car, because the fuel tank and the battery is together, which is not really safe, I can say. But since today there has not been a problem occurred. And talking about the fuel tank capacity, it's 32 liters, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Alright, so talking about the wheels of the Mini, it has got aftermarket 13-inch deep disc alloy wheels. And talking about the suspension, she has Specs damper shocks. So usually you get torsion and McPherson suspension originally, but this has been modified aftermarket. And talking about the brake system in this car, in the front we got disc brakes, and in the rear we got drum brakes. Alright guys, so now let's pop the trunk up and see what's inside. So there's a small lever over here, so you push it and then you open the trunk up. So we put a stick over here and lift the bonnet up. So talking about the engine in this car, it's very compact compared with most of the other cars you all have seen. So the AC condenser, alternator, radiator, everything is like fitted in forcefully. So in case a collision or something happens or a repair to the engine needs to be done, almost all the stuff has to come out to get into the repair. So talking about this car, this is actually a 1969 Mini equipped with a 1992 automatic transmission engine. So this was fitted aftermarket, and also this has a cc of 1275, and also the intake manifold, the carburetor and stuff like that has been modified with the brand Fletcher. So yeah, let's have a drive and see how she feels. Talking about the driving pressure of the Mini, you should drive a Mini to know how it feels. So it's not how you feel as when you drive a normal Japanese vehicle. It's a bit tight in corners and you should get used to it, but the pleasure you get when you drive a Mini is irreplaceable. And it's a bit tight in corners and it's not the best in comfortability wise, but when you drive it and get the hang of it, you get used to it. So